It's time again for CFM Radio.
CFM Radio, video game music and news, brought to you by Clusterfucked Media.
Dust is still settling on that Activision Blizzard Xbox merger. Where we last left it off, we had some serious leaks from the last few years at Xbox with some surprising news coming out. On the official side, though, Xbox blog itself is now discussing the games that will come to Game Pass from ActiBliz. What are we listening to, Trix?
And I'll have some more jazz coming at you with some vocal tracks from Cuphead pretty soon, so stay tuned.
Bring me those contracts pronto! Don't you mess with me! Don't mess with King's Eyes! Don't mess with me! Don't mess with King's Eyes! Don't mess with me!
X-Defiant. It's the Ubisoft crossover shooter, and it was supposed to be taking the world by storm. You know, Ubisoft, you got Rainbow Six, you got Watch Dogs. Well, you know, but it looks like it's been delayed. Yeah. Post from the official Twitter page, or X page, however you want to say it. It has an image detailing the delay. And, you know, I never did get to try the game out. But it definitely looks interesting. Like, I don't know, like I was telling you, I don't know how eclectic would that be? That's I guess what I'm trying to say. Like, I think for a shooter, you would really need to make it, like, when I think Ubisoft, I don't think shooter, I think Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, really. They might know their way around, you know, a Tom Clancy game or something like that. But yeah, if this was the free-to-play experience that they hoped was going to pop off, probably not going to be it.
We've got new releases this week. Total War Pharaoh, releasing today, Wednesday, October 11th. This is the latest entry in the legendary Total War series of strategy games that had been taking a break from the historical side of its aesthetic and focus to focus on the Warhammer fantasy property.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had Total War Warhammer. I think we had 3 of them. And there was a ton of, like, faction DLC that happened with that. You know, you could be undead, vampires throughout all those games, right?
Yeah, in typical Warhammer fashion.
Yeah, man, but you know, with Total War Pharaoh getting 9s and 10s from the review outlets, fans of the series and of historical simulations in general, you know, you probably don't want to miss this one.
Yeah, if you're into the genre, if you like yourself some history games, definitely not something you're going to want to miss, because these games are always great. Like, you know, the Shogun, Rome.
Oh, dude, Total
like,
War is
everything.
awesome.
Always just such a great time. You could spend hours playing these.
Dude, you literally sit down. You're like, I'm just gonna do like one little quick mission. I left it off last night. I got stuff to do. I'm gonna sit down, and you sit there because you become the tactician. Right?
Yeah, like, I'll just play one more turn in Civilization, and then I'm going to bed. Next thing you know, the sun's coming up.
You're like, oh shit.
Yep. That's the kind of game we're talking about.
Hell yeah.
If you haven't finished your task, haven't worked assiduously, no, I cannot let you pass. Don't you mess with me.
But you know, the next game up is Lords of the Fallen, which is an interesting new action RPG that shares a name with a lackluster Souls-like from 2014. I played that game. It was not very fun. But we got a new one, and here's the description from the Steam page. Quote, "A vast world awaits in an all-new, dark fantasy action RPG, Lords of the Fallen. As one of the fabled Dark Crusaders, embark on an epic quest to overthrow Adir, the demon god." You know, okay, so the trailer for this one looks impressive. And while the publisher is the same, the developer is new, so it looks like it's worth a shot.
Yeah, imagine trying to redeem like a title.
finally, we have Haunted House, which is it's on pretty much everything tomorrow, Thursday, October 12th. From the Steam page, creep, sneak, and dash your way through hordes of ghouls and eerie ectoplasms in this roguelite reimagining of the classic Atari adventure. Now, the game looks like a procedurally generated roguelite style, but it also looks like stealth will be a key element, unlike most of the games in the genre.
Yeah, that is definitely something new that I can't say I've ever seen before. So, and it's also the perfect time of year. Like, if you're at all at home marathoning scary movies right now because it's October and you want to check out a new roguelite game, this is something you're going to want to look into.
CFM Radio, we are live.
Yo, yo, CFM Radio.
When people heard that EA was dropping the FIFA license, some people thought that the publisher would suffer a hit from the sales and because of the lack of the brand name. You know, like, and I could understand that, but from this article from GamesIndustry.biz makes it seem like EA Sports FC is doing just fine. The headline reads, quote, EA Sports FC pulls in 11 million users during debut week.
Wow. Yeah, that's like almost 50% of the Game Pass subscribers.
The world's game, right?
Yeah, I mean, football, okay? Quit calling it soccer. It is a football game.
All right, and you know what? The article goes on to detail that the flagship football/soccer game that hit a player count of 11.3 million during the launch week, with the mobile version of the game trailing just behind at 11.2 million in just 5 days. So, you know, when you think about it, these numbers paint a picture that many people may not need a FIFA name to enjoy some of EA's flavor of digital sports, digital football.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a pretty smashing success of a release. And even if you don't have a console, they have a lovely mobile version for you to participate in. And I'm kind of shocked to see that they're both kind of neck and neck as far as people playing.
Yeah, that's insane to me. It's insane to me that, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a surprise. It shouldn't be such a huge deal, I think, because I guess when push comes to shove, everyone's got, hey, the guys at Diablo Immortal were right. You guys don't have phones? Like, everyone has phones. And I would imagine, honestly, a lot of the people who are playing the game, like the actual game, on their console or on PC, because you can play it on PC now, I would imagine a lot of those people are a lot of the same people who are playing it on mobile. From the PlayStation blog from today, October 11th, quote, here's the headline. PS5 cloud streaming launches this month for PlayStation Plus premium members. So, now, from the article, today we have more details to share about the PS5 cloud streaming for PlayStation Plus premium members. Starting this month, we will begin launching cloud streaming access for supported PS5 titles within the PlayStation Plus, game catalog and game trials, as well as supported titles in the PS5 game library that PlayStation Plus premium members own. So, we've got a lot of details here. There will be downloadable content and in-game purchases for PS5 game streaming, and similar to the purchases from the downloadable games. It has enhanced audio, apparently. That's what it says here. They've got all the way up to 4K streaming video quality.
Wow.
And you could capture screenshots and record up to 3 minutes of video from the streaming.
Oh.
And
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they did just do a recent rate hike, so at least they're really backing
you're
up
right.
the price you're paying. Yeah, if you're gonna, now that we're paying more annually for our PlayStation Plus premium subscribers, yeah, they're really adding some more value to this, and
They're trying.
yeah, and not to mention the portal is just around the corner.
Yep.
The
You're right.
sort of handheld device, so maybe they're getting their servers
Didn't even
in
think
order,
about it like that.
and it seems like they're really trying to step up their game and not just charge you more for no reason, but actually bring consumers more for what they're paying.
So the interesting thing about it that I think is that you can stream supported titles in the PS5 game library that PlayStation Plus premium members own. So that means if you have a game in your game library that is not downloaded onto your hard drive, you could stream it. When does it launch, you might ask? Well, there is actually 3 different times they're rolling it out by region. So from the article on the PlayStation blog, it says Japan is targeting an October 17th release. That's right around the corner. Mm-hmm. Europe is targeting an October 23rd release, and North America is targeting October 30th. So by the end of the month, this thing should be up and running.
It all depends on your skill. I know that you'll be back.